Welcome to Ula Tea Leaf Readings. My name is Lenore, and today I'm going to be reading your tea leaves. If you are new to the channel, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. You can even share the videos if you really like them. I wouldn't be mad. If you're returning, I thank you, and you can also like and leave comments. I would love to hear how you're taking these messages. Are they resonating with you? What kinds of images are you seeing in the cups? It's so fun to kind of look and see. Tea leaves are interesting because sometimes they're just very apparent formations, and I really enjoy kind of, seeing all kinds of different little animals and people and scenarios and stuff. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and start. We're going to turn the, I'm gonna call it a cup, but it's a bowl. And it just makes it easier for me to keep it in focus. Anyhow, we're going to go ahead, turn it 3 times. I'm going to tap on it 3 times, and then we'll lift and see what the universe has for us. Okay. Okay. Just really try not to grind the thing because it sounds so bad on video. Okay, let's see what we have here. Interesting. Wow, this one really, just off the top here, has a lot of really neat, this one looks, right here, looks like a woman or a person, maybe feminine because of the dress or apron kind of clothing there. But it doesn't have to be a woman, obviously, based on the clothing or... So let's see. I'm going to look and see what else we have really quick before I get started with that one. But it's very clear and it's really interesting looking. I'm already seeing kind of an M up here. This is close to the rim, although not all the way onto this area. So I would consider this being something that is on your mind, somebody that's on your mind. Maybe not to the level of it being spiritual, but something that you're definitely thinking a lot about. So that's that one right there, and just based on the placement. So that could be a person with an M name. It could be somebody who works in a field that starts with an M, like, I don't know, a maid or a milkman or something like that. Or it could be, a describing word, something that it could be man. It could be, I don't know, mighty. So I always have, whenever I bring this up about the letter, I'm like, I can't think of examples and I must sound pretty silly. But, okay, so we have that M. We have this feminine figure here, and I just kind of am, it looks like she is probably, it almost looks like a fish right here. But let's see if I can get that in there so you can see it a little better. Maybe not. Okay, so it looks like whatever this figure has, that they're throwing it. It looks like it's being spread around, maybe pouring something out, maybe some water here, or some kind of liquid, possibly. They're facing towards the right, so I think this is either a almost happening, currently happening, will happen in the near future. And I just need some more context, really, because just kind of want to see, what does this action have to really do with? Okay. And now, sometimes I see it a little differently when I look at my view thing on the camera versus what I'm seeing with my naked eye. And so, kind of when I turn it this way, here, and we have some tea, obviously, I'm seeing this figure here that looks like a cat or maybe a fox. First I thought cat, but this tail looks really puffy. It looks like well, it looks like a fox. I'm gonna go with fox, even though it kind of looks like a cat. But here are the ears, the head, and here's the tail. Okay, and this one also has has something coming out of its hand, and this kind of formation coming off of it. I would say it looks like it's smoking and this is the smoke, but it kind of also looks like it's writing, like it's doing some kind of writing or drawing. And then I like to think that this is maybe some of the concepts, thoughts, words that are being written on the paper there. Okay, so let's see. We have a woman that looks like they are pouring something out, okay? And then we have this fox character writing something. We have somebody with an M name on your mind. Now let's keep looking around here. See what else can we find. Okay, where did you go, kitty cat? It's not a cat, it's a fox. Oh, no. Okay, this looks like a rooster. So I'm going to say that is a masculine energy. It seems attached to that writing even. I think that also, when I see a rooster, it seems like it could either be maybe an alarm, something alarming, an alarm. A rooster is a very kind of dominant leader of their little tribe. I think that if it's attached to this kind of drawing, writing, that it seems like it's maybe, I'm getting the feeling that whoever this fox character is either sending messages or writing some kind of slanderous, kind of sending up an alarm to people. But because it is a fox, which seems like a pretty devious kind of nocturnal, has a little mischief, and definitely will, just take whatever it can to survive, which is abnormal in the animal world. But as far as like our societal ethics as human beings, and to apply these attributes to a person, it's somebody that maybe you really can't trust, okay? And it seems like there's some kind of problem happening where they are just maybe saying bad things, and they're really trying to get people to rally with them against you. Okay. I'm just really interested in this feminine formation, because it really is just so distinct. And it makes me wonder now, looking at it, if this is just, the concept of like your cup running empty. Maybe this is just causing such trouble and anxiety for you that it's pouring out a lot of your resources. If that is mental, emotional, maybe financial or physical, material things. I think likely it's more of an emotional outpouring from you, and just you're depleted, I think. And now this M name, I don't think that's the person, this fox person, but I do think that this situation has to do with the M person. But I think that this is maybe a person that you are looking to, even maybe just in your mind, for comfort, for support. I think that definitely the M is related to some of the stuff that's pouring out of you. I think that it's somebody that you care for, somebody who cares for you. And then, see, I'm even seeing an M over here, okay? And on this side of the plate, or cup bowl, I'm seeing a serpent figure, okay? And a serpent, you know, it depends on the context of, what a serpent is for us. Usually I would say that this is something that is interrelated with like the divine feminine, the creative source, this maybe the sexual source of the universe, the kundalini, that kind of thing. But, in a more, I guess, Eurocentric view, or Abrahamic view of a serpent is, forbidden wisdom, knowledge, something that will bite you, be your downfall, poison you, poison your mind. And I think that really that there's maybe this kind of serpent energy flowing through your life right now where you feel maybe double crossed. You feel like maybe some information that you gave in, in private, and you trusted somebody with it, and it has come back to bite you. And I think that maybe whatever's being said about you is being blown out of proportion, and probably also has, been exaggerated, but maybe even lied about, just, completely added, details that are not true. And with this kind of fox person doing that kind of, disseminating information about you, it's definitely in their benefit. So I think you're definitely looking for somebody in your life that, whoever can benefit from this situation, making you look bad, is probably going to be the culprit if you don't already know who it is, okay? And I think this is a past event. This has already happened. I think that really you're just getting to a point of being very worn out. I think that you're looking for the support in this person. Now this serpent energy, I think that is just existing both in, past, present, and future. I think that this is, something that's going to be going on for a minute, but I think that you're also seeking that support from your in-person, and, I think that I'm trying to see what this one looks like. Well, I'm seeing an exclamation mark, but I also think that there are going to be two paths for you. And I think if you take the higher path, or the higher road, as we also call it, is that, I think that you just don't engage in this stuff, in these behaviors that are going on around you. And I think that it'll pass. I think so often when I look at these kinds of, these readings where there are, secrets, gossip, people making up things, just trying to really harm you socially for their benefit. More often than not, they are things that are very transient. I think that, it usually doesn't have a lasting impact. It's just the nature of how our society is now. And with the internet and people just, there's just so much stuff going on that, like, you get these little bouts of gossip, but it's like every half day there's somebody new they're talking about, right? So try not to. Oh, and here comes my cat. Sorry about that. Okay, let's see. And now I'm just immediately seeing this bird here. Oops, let's see. I'm immediately seeing this bird here. And again, that really just, this figure looks like it really is indicating that this whole situation is going to fly by. And I think that, it's going to feel really difficult as it's happening. I think that obviously it's not going to feel good, but the biggest thing that you're going to have to really put your energies into is just replenishing your energy after this kind of little drama that's happening in your world, okay? And just really, we have these Lotteria cards that my husband and I got recently. And I've always just loved the imagery. So if you see these cards I put out sometimes, well, I do in every video. Sometimes they're tarot cards. Sometimes they're the Tatwa cards. Sometimes they're, a mixture of the both. And these are the Lotteria ones. And so when I pulled these cards today, I saw that one and I was like, oh, that's interesting. What kind of reading are we going to have? But I think there is a little bit of just that. Sometimes there's just that real negative. Okay, let me also just back up for a second. The devil cards are not always negative in the sense that there's like evil and something terrible is going to happen. But for me, I think sometimes it's like this little chaos, this indulgence in sinful behavior, but not in the super deviant way. That the ones that we might think of the most, but more in this case, the gossip. Judging others and just partaking in idle and frivolous gossip and speaking, people speaking about things that they don't probably know that much about. So I think, in your case here, maybe somebody is saying something, they've been writing it, probably oftentimes it's on the internet, kind of whatever, Facebook, that type of thing. But I think it's going to pass quickly. I think it's not really anything that important, but I think you'll be a little upset. You might get a little twisted up by it, and that happens to us all. I'm very familiar with getting offended by things that people say online. So, but I don't think this is going to be a lasting thing. And I think that really it's just, this is just kind of a little mundane reading. I don't think that this is anything super life-changing. We got some good images though in the cup, so that was nice. But I don't know if I mentioned this, and maybe you're not even still on here. Oh, there's the kitty cat just looking looking right in the camera. This is a video for Virgo, and I should have added that in the beginning, but I will just tag it on there. So this is a reading for Virgo, and if you're still listening, I just want to explain that what I'm doing is I'm doing readings with intent for each sign. And if that's your solar, lunar, or ascending slash rising sign, ascendant slash rising, any of those placements, then this is for the intent. This is with the intent that you that you listen to this message and receive it. But if you happen to watch the video and you are not, you don't have those placements, it's okay, because it might resonate with you anyways. Okay, so, you know, as an example, my husband reads tarot cards, and shout out Dove and Serpent Tarot. And he, you know, does all the signs, obviously. And I listen to almost all of them. And a lot of times there are tons of signs on there that have nothing to do with me or my placements or my chart. And they totally, you know, speak to me, and I can relate to a lot of the messages. So that's also true here. You know, these messages are for everybody, but the signs, I go into the reading with the intent to read for that sign. So that's it, really. And I just want to go ahead and thank you for watching the video. Thank you for spending some time with me. I'm always honored to receive these messages and relay them to you. Please like, subscribe, leave a message or a comment, excuse me. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Ula of the Tea. On Facebook, it's Ula Tea Leaf Readings. The page, you can go ahead and like and share from there as well. What else? Yeah, if you want a free, or if you want a reading, a personal reading, please email me or message me on one of the platforms, and we'll talk about how that works. I need to kind of type up a little thing about how I'm going to be doing those. But I would totally love to hear from you. I just really appreciate you guys and gals and everybody. And so yeah, definitely come back and watch more videos and tell me what you think. Okay, thanks so much. Have a wonderful day.